Do you feel the pressure of having to inspire others with your disability, especially non-disabled people? You can quit doing that. You don't have to do it anymore. I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you what to do instead. My name is Etienne, and I was born with cerebral palsy. I've been a disabled person all my life, and I also have experience with adjusting to unexpected disabilities. If you like real talk about disability that can help you thrive with your disability or your chronic condition, not despite of it, but with it, subscribe to my channel. We have a lot of things to talk about. I know that you're feeling the pressure. Society has not moved on from the two general archetypes of people with disability. One, the pitiful object of charity that no one wants to be. The person who lost with the disability. Or two, the superhero overcomer that faced adversity and triumphed against all the challenges just to be put on temporary pedestals when people look at him so that everyone can be so inspired. Non-disabled people do that all the time. They feel all warm and fuzzy inside when they listen to your story that is so inspired. But then they go back to their lives and they don't really think about what you need or your example, and nothing changes. So what needs to change is the pressure you put on yourself. You don't have to feel miserable. And you don't have to feel that it is your obligation to make everyone feels good. You are not an inspirational porn star. What you need to have a good life with disability is some room. Room to be only human. Having good days, having rough days, being challenged, being discouraged, but also realize that we're able to show up for ourselves and grow and achieve more of what we really care about. When we try to be a superhero with disability, what we call in the disability circles a super-cripple is not serving you, because it also feeds your internal ableism, the part of you that rejects yourself with your disability. I want to suggest some shifts. Quit that warrior narrative. It sets you up to lose a war against yourself. Your body, your disability, or your chronic illness is not your enemy. It's the only permanent teammate that you will have forever. When you're constantly in fight mode, it leads you to burnout and shame. You start feeling guilty when you can't win. But accepting your limitation is not giving up. It's actually smart. The freedom comes when you stop with the performance. You realize that the battle was never your body. It's the idea that you have to conquer it. That's a fight that you can't win because your body is just you. So the shame cycle starts. You try to be strong, but you fail sometimes because you're human, and then you feel you're not trying hard enough. Sometimes people tell you that and you believe it. But your capacity changes day to day. And fighting that reality is like trying to fight the weather. It just wears you out. You have to work with what you've got. And that's not defeat. It's a smarter way to play the game. Because when you're always at war with yourself, there's no peace. That's the problem with inspiration. It ignores the cost. The real enemy isn't your disability. It's the expectation that you should overcome it like it's a moral failing. That expectation comes from outside of us, but we internalize it. We start to believe that we have to fight. Your body is giving you all the data all the time. Pain, fatigue, brain fog, it's all information. Fighting it is like yelling at a warning light on your dashboard. It doesn't fix your problem, it just drains your battery. The alternative is to become a detective, not a soldier. Understand what your body needs. That's where the real power is. not in conquering, but in collaborating. The warrior model is based on bursts of effort, but your life's a marathon. So stopping the fight is not surrendering. It's a tactical position where you don't get exhausted pretending. But here's where it can get interesting. Instead of fighting, you can do 3 shifts. Number 1, shift from overcoming to adapting. Redefine success based on your actual capacity. If you can't work a full day, success might be completing one important task. It's not lowering the bar, it's moving it where you can actually reach it. I used to judge my day by how much I crossed on my to-do list. Now I'm asking, what did I do that was meaningful with the energy I had today? That small change reduces pressure so much. Number 2, switch from inspiration to information. When people ask, share what works for you practically, but don't perform resilience. Look, I climbed a mountain, you might say. But here's the strategy that got me through the grocery store today is really more helpful. It can help others, but it also keeps you on. Because when you're sharing information, you're not on a pedestal. You're in a conversation. When I started a blog about my adaptive trip, the responses were, oh, I never thought of that. That's community building. That's not a spectacle. Third, switch from being a warrior to becoming a strategist. Use your spoons, your energy level as a resource to plan your energy better, just like a budget. If you know you have low spoons tomorrow, save some today. Small example, I schedule high energy tasks for my good hours, then I leave some rest space for after. It's not perfect, but it prevents me from burning out. Another thing, listen to your body signals early. If you feel tired, rest a bit before you get exhausted. That's strategizing like chess. You think several moves ahead. So for shift 1, adapting, maybe you break tasks into smaller steps. Instead of cleaning the whole house, it's tidy one room. For shift 2, information. When someone asks you how you're managing, talk about your routine, not your struggle. Oh, I use a high chair for cooking so that I can last a little longer. It's more helpful than just, oh, I'm fighting through it. For shift 3, the strategist, track your energy patterns. Notice what drains you and what fills you up, and then plan around that. Management becomes a skill that you're better and better at. These shifts are not huge, but they're good mental changes that can add up. Because when you're adapting, you're flexible. And when you're informing, instead of inspiring, you're authentic. When you're strategizing, you're being proactive. And that beats being inspirational any day. Because inspiration is fleeting, it never lasts long. But strategy is sustainable. You're building a life that works for you, not for an audience. That's empowering. It takes the focus off the performance and puts it on living, right? So instead of wondering, am I inspiring? You ask, am I thriving? And that question leads to better answers for you. Thriving looks different for everyone. It might mean more rest or different goals, but it's yours. Not something that is dictated by able-bodied expectations. That's the key. You reclaim your story from a story of battle to a story of adaptation. It's more honest and it's easier because you're not carrying the weight of everyone's expectations and inspiration anymore. You're just being you with all the ups and downs, and that's enough. You'll see it actually helps everyone, not just you. When we stop performing inspiration, we reduce internalized ableism. We're not judging ourselves by able-bodied standards anymore. We share our actual reality, not some polished version of it. We connect our shared struggles and solutions together. And it makes room for bad days without moral judgment. You can say, oh, I'm having a rough day, and it's not lowering standards. It challenges the idea that disability is a tragedy to overcome. Instead, it shows that it's a part of human experience and diversity. It creates a more inclusive world where people are valued for who they are, not by how they inspire others. So go ahead and quit that job. You don't have to inspire others anymore. You can be true to yourself.